Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you how to make shrimp and corn chowder. And this is a rich, hearty, and flavorful soup that you are going to want to get cozy with. It has tender, meaty shrimp, lots of corn, lots of potatoes in a creamy broth. And this is the perfect dish you're going to want to make for a crisp, chilly evening. Okay, so let's get started. So my husband's favorite soup in the world is clam chowder, but I don't cook with clams that often, so I thought that shrimp and corn chowder would be a great alternative, and they ended up really loving this dish. And it's perfect because I always have a bag of frozen shrimp in the fridge as well as a bag of frozen corn. Okay, so let's get started on our shrimp. Here I have 1 pound of shrimp. You could use whatever size that you like. It's also peeled and deveined. I typically go for the 16/20s, so that's about 16 to 20 pieces of shrimp per pound. But like I said, you could use whatever size that was on sale or whatever you guys want to use, or whatever you have on hand. And I'm just gonna give it a very basic seasoning of some salt and pepper. And this soup really has the best of both worlds, because if you don't know, my family loves shrimp, but my younger one is allergic, but that doesn't stop me from cooking shrimp. Like I say in a lot of my shrimp videos, majority rules in this house, and I'll just make something for him, a little special something from him on the side. And so yes, like I mentioned, this soup has the best of both worlds because they love shrimp and they love corn. And pair it with some tomatoes in a creamy broth, it just comes out so delicious. Okay, so let's get started on our celery. What's funny is I normally do my meal prepping, or not meal prepping, but meal planning before the week starts. I'm very organized, so I'll do my meal planning. I'll sit there with my notebook. I'll do my meal planning. I'll write down what I'm cooking for the week, and then I'll make one large grocery list. I'll go through each meal, look at all the ingredients, write down the grocery list, as well as, you know, basic staples at our household that I need refills on. But it was funny because usually I'm prepared, but yesterday I was looking at the ingredients list for this recipe and I had everything except for the celery. Celery's not one of those ingredients that I always have on hand. So last night I had to run to the grocery store and grab some celery so that I'm prepared for you guys today. All right, so we have our celery nice and chopped. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the rest of the ingredients that we're going to be needing for the recipe. So I really hope you guys are staying healthy this holiday season. I have been making a lot of soups and stews. I don't know if you've seen my other soup video, but I mentioned that my house really got hit by the flu. We were all really out pretty bad. And so I've been making a lot of soups and stews, and just it's nice to get cozy in this cold weather with. So we did get over that, but now my kids both have a minor ear infection, which is really weird. I don't know how they both ended up getting an ear infection at the same time, but very minor, no fevers, just their ear hurts, but the doctor said no need for any antibiotics and they're clear to go back to school. So I have my phone on just in case they call me if anything goes wrong or if they're not feeling well. But like I mentioned, I hope you guys are staying healthy and eating lots of nutritious food. Okay, so let's get going with the ingredients for our recipe. Here I have 3 tablespoons of butter. I have 1 diced onion. I have 4 minced garlic cloves. With all my recipes, all of them pretty much have onions and garlic in my recipes. I have 3 tablespoons of flour here. I have some chicken broth, and I have 2 cups of frozen corn. You could definitely use fresh if you want to. I like to just take the easier route and use frozen corn because to me, it's just as good in the soup. I have 2 potatoes that I already went ahead and peeled and chopped, and I put it in some water just because I didn't want them to turn brown on me. But what I like to do is I peel them and I slice them into 1/4 inch slices, and then I cut those slices into 4ths so they just look like this. And that's the way I just like to cut them when I make soups and stews. And then at the end, I'm gonna finish it off with some half and half. You could definitely use heavy cream. I just find that half and half adds that perfect amount of creaminess to this chowder, but yes, by all means, if you wanna use heavy cream and get it nice, rich, and creamy, go ahead and use that. And then lastly, as with all my soups and stews or chowders, we have to have some crusty bread for dipping. That's a must for us. Excuse me, see? It's been 3 weeks and I still have this like lingering cough. But other than that, I've been feeling great. Okay, we are ready to get cooking. Let's head over to the stove. All right, so I've got my pot heated over medium-high heat. I'm gonna go ahead and add in some oil. And I'm gonna go ahead and sear the shrimp. Let's go ahead and add them all in here. And the shrimp really cooks up in no time. One of the easiest proteins to work with. Depending on the thickness, it'll take about 1 to 1.5 minutes per side. These guys are looking nice and cooked through. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove and set them aside. All right, so we're gonna go in with our butter. 3 tablespoons of butter, our celery, our diced onions, and minced garlic. A little salt here. Let's give everything a mix. And I'm gonna cook this down for about 3 minutes to get our veggies nice and soft. Time to add in the flour. And I'm just gonna mix until I no longer see white powder. So I'm gonna use about 3 cups of this chicken broth here. I'm gonna actually do this gradually to avoid the flour from clumping. So you wanna pour a little, mix a little, pour a little bit more, and mix a little more. See how the flour is getting the soup nice and thick. And you could also use vegetable broth if you like. I just always have chicken broth on hand. And that's typically what I mostly always use, unless I'm using beef broth. I'm gonna go in with the potatoes and our corn. Can't have corn chowder without the corn. I'm gonna season it with lots of salt and pepper. Seasoning brings out all those flavors. I like lots of fresh cracked pepper. And I'm gonna bring everything to a boil. All right, so now that everything has come to a full-on boil, I'm going to lower the heat to medium-low, and then I'm gonna cover and cook it for about 15 minutes until the potatoes are nice and tender. So I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and take a peek here. Already looking nice, thick, and delicious. So what you wanna do to check on your potatoes is just go ahead and grab your spoon and press on it, and if it goes right through, it is nice and ready for you. It is perfectly ready. Our potatoes are nice and tender. Time to add in 1 cup of half and half, and like I mentioned earlier, if you want to use heavy cream, go ahead and do so. We'll bring everything back to a boil. Also, you want to check your seasonings, see if you need a little more salt and pepper. And I'm also going to add our shrimp back to the party. And once everything has come to a boil, I'm going to remove it from heat, and we are ready to serve this up. See how easy it is? And so delicious. Wouldn't you guys want to take a bite out of this? All right, you guys, it is my favorite part of this video. It is time for the taste test. And like I mentioned earlier, like I always have to serve with my soup is some crusty bread. I have a ciabatta baguette. I think that's what it's called, a ciabatta baguette. So I went ahead and toasted it up. I just toasted it up. I'm having it very plain today. Sometimes I'll put some butter on it. Sometimes I'll make garlic bread out of it, but I'm just gonna have the bread plain today because the soup is creamy enough. Okay, let's go in for the soup. Oh, it is looking so rich and creamy, you guys. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna cut the shrimp in half because I wanna be able to talk and not chew forever. All right, so I got a bit of everything. I have some corn, I have a shrimp, a little, let me grab a potato. A little potato. All right, cheers, you guys. So delicious. The shrimp is perfectly cooked through. nice and tender, not overcooked. The corn is nice and sweet. You can even use white corn if you like. If you want your soup a little bit on the sweeter side, you could use white frozen corn, fresh white corn. Potatoes are nice and tender. Soup is nice and creamy, perfectly seasoned. Let's go in and dip our bread into it. So yummy. Actually, I might put a little butter on my bread just because I love butter. And then dip it. So yummy. Perfect for crisp, chilly evenings, which is nice because the weather today is actually 70 degrees, which I'm really excited about because I love warm weather. But it is gonna drop down by the time it's dinner time, and I am gonna cozy up with a bowl of this. Anyways, thank you for spending time with me in my kitchen. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you make this recipe. Please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Merry Christmas.